Hi Sagittarius, this is your July forecast. So the great news is that Mars, planet that rules your energy, your passion, is going forward now, no longer retrograde. And so you should really find that your energy is really freed up, that anything that's felt stuck or stagnant begins to move gradually. That isn't to say that it's going to move whoosh all in one go, but it does look as though gradually, bit by bit, with Mars here in this 12th house, many of you have really, I think Sagittarius, especially because you're a fire sign, many of you really might have felt quite frustrated with things not moving forward for you, but gradually they will begin to move forward now that Mars is in that direct motion. Now, the focus this month, at least for the first couple of weeks of this month, is on this 8th house here, with Sun, Venus and Mercury, all lovely planets, all hovering together in that 8th house of everything to do with joint finances or any kind of money that is not your own earned money. So it's anything to do with debts, maybe grants, scholarships, investments, taxes, all those kinds of things. There's some nice aspects there. So somebody may give you some money. You may get somebody to invest in an idea that you have. Maybe a sponsor, maybe some crowdfunding for something you'd like some support with. These are wonderful aspects with that, especially because on the 4th of the month, we've got a new moon happening in this area as well. And the new moon means new beginnings. Now this is also the Scorpio house, and it rules sex and it rules intimacy. So if the sexual thing applies, then this could be some new beginnings for you in terms of an intimate relationship. But I don't see it just on that one sort of intimate relationship basis. I see it about looking at the areas in your life where you perhaps don't trust, where you're kind of fearful. This new moon is encouraging you to say, all right, because Sagittarius, you are a sign that likes to be free. What is holding me back? What am I afraid of? Because this will dig out some of those fears and enable you just to wash them away, really, and to have some new beginnings and maybe look at areas in which you can be brave and courageous and step out of those things maybe that have been holding you back, especially now that Mars is direct. Now on the 13th of the month, we've got Venus going into your 9th house. That's wonderful for you, Sagittarius. And on the 14th, we've got Mercury joining Venus in this 9th house. So the latter part of the month, we have a beautiful focus on the 9th house, which is the Sagittarian house. And this is wonderful for anything involving studying something that you enjoy. Maybe traveling somewhere. It's wonderful for travel. It's wonderful for meeting somebody on travels, it's wonderful for doing business on travels, for negotiations, for publishing. Mercury in the 9th is fabulous for publishing a book, an ebook, any kind of information and getting it out there. And of course, Sagittarius by nature is rather a spiritual sign, always questing for more meaning in life. And this really could really take you onto new realms. You might get interested in extraterrestrials, in UFOs, in things in other galaxies, other realms, sort of expanding your mind. As you can see, science is changing rapidly now. We are raising consciousness. This is very much about the raising of consciousness. You may find yourself getting more and more involved in some inspiring projects or people involved in this area. For those of you looking for a partner, you could well find an inspirational soulmate at this time. Now on the 19th of the month, we've got a full moon happening in your money house, joining Pluto there. So full moon shining a light on how you earn your money. So there could be something coming to fruition there. Maybe you've been working on a project and you finally get paid for it. Money can come in that you've been waiting for at the time of a full moon. It's also shining a light on what you think about money. How do you see money? Are you enjoying the money that you make? And are you using it resourcefully? How are you using your resources? This is shining a light on how you're using the things around you. Are you just spending without thinking about it? Are you just giving it away? Sometimes Sagis just kind of give things away and don't think too much about it. So this is really about thinking about your financial situation. With Pluto there, you would need to be maybe a little careful around debts. You may find yourself restructuring a debt situation. But equally, Pluto there can bring you a lot of money. So there's a potential for earning a great deal of money and setting it in motion while that full moon happens on the 19th in that house. And on the 23rd of the month, we've got the Sun joining Venus and Mercury in this 9th house again, which is all about expansion of your mind. Yes, however that can happen for you. And it's really making a nice aspect to Saturn in your sign. So although, yes, Saturn's in your sign, which can be wonderful, Sagis. I have all too many Sagis who write to me and say, oh, I'm nervous of Saturn in my sign. I see Saturn as a wonderful opportunity to get yourself into alignment with what you want, with what's important to you. And once you're in alignment, then your finances, your relationships, your work, your family, everything becomes so much easier. So this is an opportunity this month, now that Mars is direct, to really create more ease for yourself, to give yourself permission to easily attract and manifest things in your life. To change your mind, not be rigid in your thinking, and to say, yes, I really do believe I can create anything I really want. And certainly with those 3 planets in that 9th house, which is intrinsically your house, you really can start this whole manifesting process of all the things you want this month. Have a wonderful July.